Hello, welcome back to 444 Keys to Wisdom. I am doing past life reads right now. For those of you that understand reincarnation, past lives, karmic situations sometimes. For my spiritual community, we know that things that we deal with in this lifetime, sometimes people, relationships, actually stem from unfinished things from a last lifetime. Some of our interests, some of our peaks in this lifetime are still coming from maybe things like who we were from a previous lifetime. So I'm just doing something different here to see what we got. So I am on the sign of Capricorn. So let's see what kind of past life information we got for Capricorn. What were you in the past life? Who were you? What did you do? What were your challenges in the last lifetime? And maybe sometimes it can kind of give you sometimes it can give you guidance on why certain things are like it is now. Because again, it's still coming from whoever you were before you came back this time or you reincarnated. So here we go. I am using past life oracles, the Doreen Virtue deck. Very beautiful deck. So what kind of past life information do we have for the sign of Capricorn? Past life information for the sign of Capricorn. Ancestors, spirit, universe, what kind of information can you give us about Capricorn's past life? Dealings, relationships, people. Information for Capricorn past life. Ooh, that's too many. So let's see what we got here for you, Capricorn. So far, just a little bit more information on Capricorn past life. That flew all the way over there. Okay. All right, Capricorn, so let's see what we got here. Give me 1 second. Excuse the noise, my fur baby's upstairs playing with her toys. All right, Capricorn, so as far as where you might have come from, okay? Oh, I need to twist my hair. You have roots or ties, or in a previous lifetime, you may have spent time as a Native American, Indian. Okay. We have Egypt. You may have lived during Egyptian times. And then we have Atlantis. So you could be a starseed of Atlantis, or you are a starseed of Atlantis. You could like So I've gotten this Atlantis card before. However, what I'm about to say, I didn't get that before. I've always noticed the fish in this card, but Capricorn, you might like dolphins. Okay, something about dolphins is dear to you, or you like going to places where there's a lot of water, where you can see dolphins. When you were little, you might have liked to go to SeaWorld. You might like to go to Florida a lot. But you have a connection to water, sea animals, but there's something about dolphins that you're drawn to. But the reason why is because you're a starseed of Atlantis. Okay. You could be very royal in nature. Very statuesque. Physical features, or broad features like nose, forehead, lips, because you definitely are Egyptian as well, or you spent time in Egypt. Okay. Ooh, let's see, messing with my hair. And then we have Native American. So there's Indian. Excuse me. You got some Indian in your family. But you have Native American ties as well. Okay, Capricorn. Then we have wisdom, finances, health, scribe or writer, lessons and blessings, transportation, mother, medicine woman, medicine man, farm. Okay. You know what? This little piece of my hair is driving me nuts, Capricorn. I'm so sorry. I need to retwist my hair. Anyway, let me get distracted. So, Cappy. And did I show you health? We got health here. Okay. So, Atlantis, Egypt, Native American ties. Something about water, again, can be very dear to you, like dolphins. You might like to go to Florida a lot or something. Egyptian ties, you might be very royal, very statuesque, very stoic nature. You just have an aura that's very royal. You may have very prominent features, facial features, body features, or stature. And then there's Native American here. You, Capricorn, could be someone who, okay, so I'm getting that you're very wise, okay, but I feel like you were one of those people when you were younger. You were like one of those children that was very wise beyond your years, okay? You were one of those kids where people would say, oh, she's been here before. He's been here before. You have an old soul, is what I'm getting off of this particular wisdom. When you were younger, you were actually very mature for your age. Or if you are younger, your biological number doesn't fit your spirit, your energy. You're a lot more mature than the people in your age bracket. But you've always been like that since a kid, okay? I got medicine man, medicine woman. So you were you could have been a doctor, because I got the health card here too. I feel like these two go together. So Capricorn, you could have been a physician. And you see this dream catcher here that has this Native American feel to it? You could have been one of the people in the Indian village who was a healer. You could have worked with herbs, teas, tinctures. You could have been a doctor, one of the Indian doctors, or you could have been a physician in the Egyptian times, but people came to you for healing. This medicine man or medicine woman, Native American, and with this Native American dream catcher, You could be, or you could have been an herbalist in your village. You were the people, you were the person, you were the woman or the man that people came to for medicinal purposes, to heal the sick, herbal treatments to heal babies, herbal treatments for women in childbirth. You treated the elderly. You could have been the man or the woman that the village came to get the cannabis or the weed with the peace pipe. I don't know. Please forgive me, Capricorn. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. So the Native American and the medicine man are like, was you the Indian weed man or weed lady too? The peace pipe? Because that's what was in the peace pipe. It was weed. You know what I'm saying? Indians heavily believed in the healing of the body through cannabis. And with this health card here too. You could be very healthy. You could be very physically fit. You could be someone who don't like to take a lot of medications. You don't like, man-made things. You like natural remedies. You'd rather drink water, drink tea, add some honey, lemon. If you're sick, you're not quick to take medications. You prefer the natural route to a lot of things. And with this health and this wisdom, and again, medicine man or woman, I'm really getting a lot of this for this Native American. So you could have been like that wise person in the village that had the answers. They even came to you for guidance, counseling. You were a guide. People, might have come to you. They come into your tent. I'm seeing a person in a tent, and they're just talking. There's this pipe going. There's this smoke going. You could have been a person that created incense, and people come and they just talk to you. And you would give them guidance, and then they will go about their way. I see you like packaging something, like a tea bag or something, and giving it to a woman, an older lady. But you're very reclusive though. You kind of stayed to yourself. You were not out a lot. I'm getting that too. With this Native American feel. Now, for some reason, I have transportation here. But no, I'm sorry. I feel like you were out a lot. Even with the Atlantis, the time that you might have spent as a starseed of Atlantis, you had to you moved around a lot. No, you did move around a lot. You were not. So with the Atlantis, you kept going. You moved around a lot. Water is very important to you or significant to you. You like water. You like bodies of water. Water makes you feel at home because you were a starseed of Atlantis. Like I said, you like dolphins or fish or something. But you like exotic looking fish, like colorful things, colorful fish, stuff like that. Even in the Egyptian times, you moved around a lot. So whatever you do for a living now, you probably do something where you have to travel a lot. With this transportation here, you could work in a field where you may do deliveries. You might travel to speak here, travel to speak there, but you're on the move a lot. And if you're on the move a lot, it's because you've always been like that. Back to Atlantis, whatever you were when you existed during Egypt, you moved around a lot. And then Native American, you had a little hut, you know what I'm saying, with all your stuff in it, but I feel like you might have just kind of walked around. You moved around a lot. And each of these lifetimes, you were very wise. Okay. So something with this transportation, if you can't seem to get away from like careers that keep you moving, or you have to relocate a lot, or you drive for a living or something like that, or you fly a lot, it's because you've always been like that. Transportation has always been a big part of finances. Okay? Constant moving around your finances go hand in hand. Okay? This medicine woman, medicine man, being a healer, being able to heal people with natural herbs or whatever, that is also connected to your finances. That's something that's always been connected to finances. So, you know, if you make sea moss, you make teas, you know, whatever it is, you travel with it. Okay. We got farm. Okay. This could go with Native American as well. You're a grower. You know how to grow things. People, places, and things because of this wisdom. You're very wise at showing people how to build things, how to plant a seed and grow it. You might have actually tilled it some farmland. You might have actually grew your own herbs that you use to heal the people. You might be someone who's considering, you might want to consider moving to a state where cannabis, marijuana, weed is legal, because I feel like you would be an excellent grower. You would be an excellent cultivator. And it would bring in a lot of finances for you. You could be good at gardening in general, landscaping, but you can, if cannabis is a big part of your life now, it's a reason for that though. It's because it's actually always been a part of your life in your other lifetimes. So if you're not in a state where it's currently legal, you may want to consider moving to some place where you actually can grow cannabis or participate in a dispensary and a cultivation of it, okay? To keep healing people. You know what I'm saying? We know people have been healed and symptoms kept at bay for cancer. You know what I'm saying? Marijuana has been used in cancer treatments, autism, ADHD, fibromyalgia, lupus. Okay? So there's a reason. If you are a smoker, there's a reason why. You've always been like that. And it goes back to your Native American roots, and actually could go back to Egyptian times too. You were a doctor. You are a doctor. Okay? You could have been the doctor that makes house calls with this transportation, this health medicine man and medicine woman. People that could not come to you, you were able to go to them, and you probably still are like that, or have the capabilities to, or have been thinking about this. I would highly suggest you do it because it's naturally in you, because this is who you always have been. And your finances is always very lucrative when it comes to healing. Get yourself somewhere where it's legal though. Okay? If you're not now. But if you are somewhere that it's already legal, consider taking some classes on cultivating cannabis. Learning how to grow it. They actually have classes now for that, and they have certifications. You might want to consider being certified to work in a dispensary. You're going to make a lot of money. They're going to pay you well. Then we got lessons and blessings, scribe and writer. So you could be a good writer. With this wisdom, you could be very intellectual. Okay. You could have been an Egyptian scribe. Okay. You could be good at poetry, songwriting. A scribe is a type of a counselor too. You could have a connection to Thoth, Thoth. This is Thoth right here. Thoth is the Egyptian scribe. He created this. Okay. Scribe is a form of the arts as well. Scribes are scholars, they're teachers, they're counselors. You could be a book writer, or you could have a book inside of you that you need to write. You could be good at creating manuals to guide people on how to do certain things. And that comes from your Egyptian connection, your Egyptian bloodline. You're very eloquent in speech because that's the royalty connection. That's that royal DNA that you have from Egypt, is why your speech could be, you could be very well spoken. When it's time to talk or speak or talk business, you're probably the coldest at that. Lessons and blessings. You're one of those people that do not bump your head a lot. You bump your head, but not a lot. You know how to learn from your lessons. You know what I'm saying? When you mess up one time, you're typically not going to go through that again. But that's because you've always been very wise, Capricorn. When you make a mistake, you learn from it immediately, typically immediately. You rarely repeat the same mistakes over and over. You're very teachable. And because of that, you are blessed. Your blessings will slow down, Capricorn, when you don't listen, when you don't pay attention, when you don't go against your better judgment and use your own wisdom. Because I feel like you're wise beyond your years. You're wiser than a lot of older people. Always follow your own intuition first. Forget what they're telling you to do. And I'm getting that gets you in trouble too. When you listen to people simply because they're older than you or they play a certain role in your life, you actually get yourself all caught up and turned around when you do that. When you knew better, or you go against your own judgment, that's when you kind of get yourself in a pickle. So keep leaning on your own intuition, your own wisdom. But you're a person that you shouldn't have a lot of bad karma. Okay, because when you see how something goes, you typically get it and you're like, nah, man, I ain't touching that again. Or, you know what, girl, please, I'm not on it. Nope. You go ahead, but I'm not going to do that. Trust your intuition, Capricorn. Trust your own wisdom, your own knowledge, and always guide yourself. You know, we do revere our elders, and we do need to take account to what they say to us sometimes, but we have our own inner compass. And always remember, Capricorn, whoever I'm talking to, when you don't follow your own inner compass, this is where you're going to get karma, and you're going to have to get some life. You're going to learn some karmic lessons. So just be careful with that. Okay. Follow your own inner guide at all times. Then we have mother. I don't know what this mother is. You could have been a mother in another lifetime, and so in this lifetime, you're now a father. I don't know what that mother is. You could have had mother figure issues in this lifetime because of something in a previous lifetime, but something significant plays out every lifetime that has to do with a mother. Can you give me more on mother, please? Can you give me more on mother for Capricorn? I wonder, does that have to do with your wisdom and your blessings and your lessons? Your mother could have been a very wise person or something, or I don't know. Spirituality and religion. Knighthood. Anything else for Mother? Okay, so we have knighthood, leaving or travel, spouse, spirituality and religion, so this knighthood reminds me of, you know, you could be very strong, Capricorn, okay? Very wise. But like in the tarot deck, this makes me think of the knight. You got the page and the knight and the king. Excuse me. I heard this in the Leo one. I'm hearing it again. From the song from the Lion King. And I just can't wait to be king. So something, I don't know, your maturity, even though you're very wise beyond your years, but as far as just like your status in life, making it to that king stage has been a challenge for you, I feel like. Or that queen stage has been a challenge for you. Don't get me wrong, you're wise, you are mature, you're very wise beyond your years, but there's a step further that you can be. And I feel like you've always struggled with that because of a mother. Maybe you had a mother that was overly protective, that didn't want you to like grow up too fast or grow up too far. Or so like there's a part of you that's really kind of, even though you're wise and strong in all these other places, there's another aspect that you're very kind of always in the night stage, an immature stage a little bit. And it has something to do with your connection to your mother. Then we got leaving or travel. I feel like maybe in another lifetime, your mom could have had to leave you for some reason. Or you had to leave your mother and go off into battle or something like that. Spirituality and religion is something you might have struggled with, or you still struggle with, understanding what it is you do believe. What is true? What's not true? Something about that is following you to solidify your belief systems. But this mother, so if you're a Capricorn and you're married, okay, because we got the spouse card here, mother. I'm also getting whoever you're married to, she's your wife in this lifetime, but she was your mother in a previous lifetime. Or whoever your mother is in this, whoever your mother is in this lifetime, she could have been your wife in the last lifetime. So that's one thing I'm getting. But there's something about a mother that had to leave, or you had to leave. A spouse had to leave, or you had to leave your spouse and go off into battle for something. Because again, we got moving. There's transportation card here, leaving or travel. So you constantly had to stay on the go. And that's really all I'm getting, Capricorn. But I feel like whoever you're married to, you knew this person in another lifetime. This person was your mother before. And whoever your mother is, she was actually your wife before. And you've always been a knight. Knights are known for being sometimes slow moving, inconsistent, in and out. Very beautiful, handsome. Or a Capricorn, if you're a mother to someone, you could have been your son's wife in another lifetime. It's the same energy, just in a different body, in a different relationship. And that does happen. People do follow us. And you'll know because the relationship is always just something different. There's a connection that's just different. And when I say mother, sons, or father, I'm not talking about no weird pedophile stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying like the closeness or the separation is so just heart-wrenching. Like, why does this bother me so much? Is because there was another dynamic in another lifetime that has you tied to this person. Why is this particular relationship so deep or so meaningful? You know what I'm saying? Why does this particular one piss me off so much? You know, what is so different about this one? Sometimes it's not, it is a lot of things going on right now that causes that. But a lot of times it's because you have an energetic karmic contract with people. You know what I'm saying? And the contract from the other lifetime is you have a new one in this lifetime. They're just contracted as something else to you, or you're something else to them. Okay, Capricorn. So I hope that helped. And that's all I got for you. Bye.